My name is Anna Varava, and I've been working in fashion and media business for more than 17 years. Now I do fashion and media business consulting. In this program, I'm a mentor for Ukrainian-based fashion lingerie brand, very authentic and interesting one. Actually, that was very interesting. First of all, when I saw the brand, I was quite impressed because the quality is amazing. Of course, it's a Ukrainian-based brand, so I was very attached to that, and it's my home country. Even now, I live in Frankfurt in Germany, but still, I have deep connections with Ukraine, and I want to help Ukrainian brands. First of all, I would advise to take a mentor and advisor who will save your time or their time to enter the market and to know which proper steps to take and to be successful, because by this means, in this program, they save a lot of money, they save a lot of time, they didn't do unnecessary steps or unnecessary attempts that lead to nothing. And with the mentors who is professional, who has an experience, he will guide you. And the world is very dynamic now, so your competitors will do the steps if you don't take them. Yeah, if you do everything by yourself, then someone else will do it faster, and you lose your clients. You lose a lot of opportunities. The mentor will guide you, and during this program I already had a feedback from my mentee that they've got so much information that they know what they do, they just need time to realize it now.
My name is Chiara from enpact, and we started the international mentoring program for Ukrainian women in businesses with the aim to support women-led Ukrainian businesses in creating an actionable export plan to facilitate their entry into the EU market and to help them establish connections with European businesses.
Over the last 3 months, these 10 Ukrainian entrepreneurs have been matched with mentors who are experts based on their fields, and we matched them up based on sectors and what problems the Ukrainian businesses were facing. Aside from their regular sessions, they have also had networking opportunities and workshops to help them get to know the EU market and to prepare their export plans.
This week, participants have been in Berlin to meet experts, communities, and other organizations to get first-hand experience in the German market. And it's been a really productive and exciting week. We were so glad to have the chance to have the participants meet in person and to also see the participants interact with their mentors. The program is organized within the international cooperation program EU for Business, SME Recovery, Competitiveness and Internationalization, which is implemented by Deutsche Gesellschaft für internationale Zusammenarbeit and co-financed by the EU and the German government.
My name is Natalia Masluk. I represent Ukrainian brewery named Mova, which means language. We believe that we create the way of communication and help people to understand each other, speaking different languages with the wide variety of craft beer and non-alcohol products. I'm lucky to meet in this program cool experts, wonderful mentor, and so powerful ladies in our group. My expectation was before start of the program to have the main part in Berlin while meetings, but the main part for me was the first online, because we figure out so many important details which recreate my world, open my head and change mind, and I need to improve a lot in our branding. And already knowing these details, I meet with clients, different bars and special contacts here in Berlin. Already knew this information on which I must pay attention, and we already discussed not will they work with our product, they will, but how can we do this success for both of us. My mentor is Michaela. All our meetings was like strong brainstorming. There were so many big numbers of ideas. I have a set of papers with written thoughts, and we first make a set of them, and then I have already started to work on them. And meeting here in Berlin, we make a strong plan, strong strategy for the nearest time, for the year and for few years in the future.
My name is Anna. I'm presented Tikpak LLC. It's a producer of cereals, and also it provides packaging services and private label solutions. We're already exporting in Latvia, Jordan, Romania, and now we are preparing our products for USA. We are interested very in EU market. We think that we can be competitive on this market. We have like a lot of quality, high quality products here in Ukraine, and we can present them to Europe. I'm living the program with a lot of knowledges and potential contacts, and I really appreciate all of this. It's really impressive, and the work that they are doing there in Germany and how they are helping there, it's really impressive, and I would like to have something like this in Ukraine. Sometimes it's very necessary to have such a community which can give you a possibility just to grow as a specialist, to have such an environment and to build all these networks, sharing ideas, or just to have the feeling that you can be supported in any moment. I think it's very important to have such an environment. I hope that someday I can find such an organization in Ukraine. Maybe we can create something. Maybe we will be so much inspired after this program that we can create something like this in Ukraine, because it's really very necessary.
Hello, my name is Liubov, and I co-founder of Apilat Bridal Lingerie. We create silk nightgowns, lace ropes that is craft-made luxury lingerie. I'm happy to be a part of this program. On this program I met Magic and the best mentor that I could have, and she's from media, and this part of work for our brand was not covered like this. You know, we have a lot of ideas after the program. We need to test it.
Hey, my name is Zanda. I'm coming from Latvia, and I'm a lecturer of international business. I believe I have the best progressive, most ambitious person from Ukraine who is ready to achieve and go in international business and help Ukrainian companies also to enter in international markets, not limiting to EU. And I was just happy to listen, to hold a hand, and to slightly guide in the right path, so that she would have more success. Because we are repeating all the things that we know, but sometimes you need a slight small push that is overcoming the dip, giving you a hand from on the side, that you are getting over this dip and getting in an export process. She has been doing herself a lot of different tasks, but exactly during my mentoring process, it was the most active, and also she's getting some deals that could be working with already in the future, so potential deals are there. It's just always lovely to be in an international business environment, to meet new people, and especially thinking about an export as such, because I would say there are limited theories available for small companies how to enter in different markets, and it's always a struggle, it's trial and error process. So it's just good to be together so that you can learn from each other, learn from other mistakes, so that you don't have to make all the mistakes on your own account.
I highly recommend to have a mentor during the process. Of course, we love to and like to do everything independent, but from time to time we need to have someone to help us, to advise us, to to understand us. And it's very important when you have question and you have a discussion with your mentor and find maybe 5 or more ways to go, or find the solution. It depends on the question, of course. But I highly recommend. Also, I highly recommend to be in community of people similar to you, for businesswomen, entrepreneurs. It's not only about experience. It's about exchange of energy.